There could be additional things influencing your sleep.
No way, it's the coffee, I'm sure of it.
But what about other changes you've made recently? Have you been stressed or traveling?
No, nothing like that. It's definitely the coffee.
In this kit, Spina commits the false cause fallacy by assuming the coffee is the cause of her insomnia, simply because the two events are similar. She ignores other potential factors that could be contributing to her insomnia.
I think we should invest more renewable energy sources to reduce our carbon footprint.
You're just saying that because you're a tree-hugging liberal. You don't know anything about economics.
That's not a valid reason, Mateo. My political views have nothing to do with the facts about the climate change.
Well, you're just not credible on this issue. You're a sociology major. What do you know about science?
I might not be a science major, but I've done my research and presenting evidence based on arguments. You're not addressing my point. You're just attacking me.
The summary of the against the person fallacy skit. Mateo attacked Cabulio's character, political views, and credibility rather than engaging with her evidences and arguments.
Hey, I saw this spot first. You can park here.
But I have to park near the entrance because I have a lot of groceries.
If you park here, I'll scratch your car, then report it to the security.
That's not a valid reason, sir. Threatening me doesn't make your claim to the parking space legitimate.
Fine. Don't say I didn't warn you.
The summary of the appeal to force fallacy is an attempt to force Reynalyn into giving up the parking spot rather than persuading her nicely.
Ranke and Edser are at a video call meeting discussing a proposal to expand the annual music festival.
You know, Edser, we should definitely expand the festival to 5 days. Just look at how many people attend every year. It's clearly what the community wants.
But have you considered the impact on the local traffic, noise levels, and small businesses? Just because a lot of people attend the festival doesn't mean it's beneficial for the community as a whole.
But the festivals brings in so much revenue and excitement. The community loves it.
Revenue and excitement aren't the only factors to consider. We need to think about the long-term effects and make a decision based on careful planning and evidence, not just popularity.
The skit illustrates the fallacy of appeal to the people where Ronki uses the festival's popularity to justify its expansions. Edser points out the flaw in her reasoning, highlighting the need for careful consideration of multiple factors.
Ronald and Mary are taking in a phone call about the charity. Ronald is holding a form and pen, while Mary listening to Ronald.
Come on, Mary. Have a heart. Little Ben has been suffering for a rare disease his whole life. His family can afford the treatment, and without our help, he'll never get the chance to live a normal life.
I'm sorry to hear that, Ronald, but how does the charity actually plan to help Ben? What percentage of my donation will actually go toward his treatment?
Well, I'm not really sure about the specific, but trust me, every little bit count, and think about poor Ben stuck in the hospital bed, waiting for our help.
I understand that Ben's situation is tragic, but that's not a good reason to donate to his charity. I need to know that my money will be used effectively. Can you provide me with some concrete information about your organization, financials, and goals?
Fine, I will send you the information, but I hope you can sleep at night knowing that you're abandoning Ben in his time of need.
I'm not abandoning anyone, Ronald. I'm just making an information decision about my charitable giving. and I appreciate if you stuck to the facts rather than trying to guilt trip me into donating.
The skit illustrates the fallacy of appeal to pity, where Ronald tries to manipulate Mary into donating by appealing to his emotions, rather than providing a concrete evidence or logical arguments. Mary, on the other hand, remains skeptical and demands factual information before making a decision.